Good morning. I want to know how do you see the game with Braga? If it is a difficult game or not, and also if the whole game is all the group is already ready to play. Thank you.
Yeah, first of all, we are happy that we start now playing again in a good rhythm. So we are looking forward to the match, and we know, of course, Braga is playing a good season in the league, but also international football. And so I think it's a good games to start because we directly have to be ready. I think we trained very well. The whole squad is there, except David Lenz. I think all the players are also available for tomorrow. So I think we prepared as well. We know that we played very well before the break. We were in the flow, and after the last 5-6 weeks, of course, is a new situation, and we have to build up the same tension again, the same flow, and we have to start from the first minute against Braga. So we are ready for that.
Hello, Mr. Schmidt. Hi. Good morning. Sport TV, Rui Pedro Rocha. Otamendi and Enzo will play against Braga. And about Enzo, are you prepared to lose him in January?
Yeah, first of all, I will not announce the starting 11 today, like always. What I can say is that they came back from Argentina in a very good mood, very good conditions. So they trained with the team, and they are very motivated. I think, we all were proud of them, how they played at the World Cup, that they won the World Cup is a fantastic performance of the whole team, but also of these two players. So when the players are at Benfica and playing international tournament, the most important one on this level is also a good sign for us. So they are completely focused again on Benfica. And the second question, until the 31st of December, we are safe. So with all the players, so nobody can buy any player of us. So I'm focused right now, one day before the match against Braga on that, and then everything else will happen maybe when the transfer window is open. That's always the same in football. Especially when you have high talented, good players performing on top level, that there's always the risk also that we sometimes lose players is normal. We always have to prepare for everything, but right now the focus is completely on Braga.
Hi, Roger Schmidt, Cristiana Queiroz Alves, SIC Notícias. Right now, Enzo is in heaven. How can you bring him back to earth and play against Braga tomorrow?
Yeah, I think for these players, the biggest challenge after you won something like that, and especially it is in the middle of the season, so it's not like a normal World Cup win, because normally it's the finish of the season, and then you have some rest, you have holiday, and then you start again with a new preseason, and then you start a new league. This year everything is different, so because they played the World Cup in December. And that's why I say this is a big challenge for the players to be ready again for the competitions in the club. And but to be honest, both players, Nico and Enzo, who played the World Cup until the end, when I saw them playing the last 4 or 5 months, I think they always showed a great attitude. So they were always focused. They played on top level. They were also able to keep the intensity in all the matches in the 3 days rhythm. So actually, to be honest, they are the best situation because they have a rhythm. So that's the only 2 players in our team who has a rhythm. So what I expect is that they enjoy tomorrow to play again for Benfica.
Hi, Roger. Gonçalo Batista, CMTV. Let me ask you about the possible trip from Enzo to Argentina in the New Year's Eve. I want to ask you if you know anything about it and if the Benfica authorizes or not.
To be honest, I know nothing about all the things who are showed in the social media. So I noticed nothing of these things. So we are a professional football team, and rules are for all the players, and very important for all the players is to rest between the matches and to be ready for the next match. So there are no exceptions for that.
Good morning, Mr. Roger Schmidt. In 3 days, Otamendi and Grimaldo enter in the last 6 months of their contracts. Do you still have hope that they are going to sign new contracts, or this is the end for them at the club?
No, I hope, of course, that they sign new contracts and they stay our players, because they are key players for us. So I think they played, both of them until now, they play a very good season, a top season on high level, very reliable. Not only the football performance is top, also the attitude. So they are role models for all the young players. So of course we want to keep these players, and in the background, of course, the club is working on that.
Hi, Coach.
Hi.
João Pedro Roca, TVNC in Portugal. I know that you already spoke about him, but I just have one last question. Did you spoke with Enzo, and did you say him to stay in the club, because he's a vital player for you? Like, can you talk us about this conversation you have with him?
No, of course I cannot talk about these conversations, because when I talk to my players, I keep these things always for me. What I can say is what I said before. So of course, you know how football is. So these young players, sometimes they get opportunities. It's not only about Enzo, it's all the players. It's part of the football business. And then if they have opportunities, they have to make their decisions. So I can give them advices and recommendations, but I always respect also the decisions of the players, because they have only one career. If I can convince them regarding their decisions, then of course I try to do that, but of course I always respect also the decisions of the players.
The game tomorrow. What are the principal qualities or the more important qualities of the Braga to you?
Yeah, I think it's obviously that they are very good in the attacking. I think they are a complete team, so I think they have a good X. They have a clear idea how they want to play. I think up front they are very dangerous with the two strikers, with the players on the half position. So we know we have to take care. We have to defend very well. We have to remind ourselves also why we were able to play attacking football, but nevertheless to be very consequent in defending. So I think we did this mix. The balance in our game was very good, and we have to remind us that it's a part of the whole team to take responsibility also for defending. And I think when we return and we start also tomorrow with the basic tactical behaviors, and we are connected and all the players are focused, is the best way also to play well and defend well against teams with good attacking players. And then of course we also have our quality, and we have to show also tomorrow that we are able to influence the game in a good way, and to score goals, to create chances, and then we hope that we can use also the story of the game to win the game.